Hi, everyone. My name is Sprite Laureano, and I'm one of the co-founders of the Waterbearers.org, and we are inspiring women who have access to clean water to get it to those who don't. 1 million to be exact in a 30-day campaign. And I have with me one of our beautiful team leader water bearers from Costa Rica, and her name is Adi Shakti. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Sprite, for having me.
You're so welcome, and I'm so honored to be here with you. So tell me a little bit about, I know that you run a school in Costa Rica called Passion Yoga, and you also are a humanitarian and philanthropist after my own heart. So just tell me a little bit about the work that you do and your passion for the work that you do.
Yeah, so I am the creative director of Passion Yoga School, which is a yoga teacher training and self-empowerment course here in the Southern Caribbean zone of Costa Rica. And our work in that course is to empower mostly young women with the wisdom and practices of yoga so that they can begin to shape their life in alignment with their deepest passion and purpose. So for some of them, that looks like teaching yoga, and for some of them, it's just a matter of gaining clarity around their own healing and their own purpose, to begin to integrate those spiritual truths into whatever it is moving forward. So we really emphasize community and developing that sangha, developing that relationship with one another, so that we can really support each other moving forward in whatever direction it is that we decide to move. So that's kind of the business. That's what I offer in terms of my business. And then with the humanitarian work, I've in the last few years have worked with various organizations on different projects. I'd say the biggest two that come to mind are human trafficking efforts in Calcutta. And so working with Off the Mat Into the World, which is Sean Korn's organization. She's a profound leader in the yoga community, as well as the Village Experience, and working to raise awareness around human trafficking. And we raised over $1 million, I believe, for the rehabilitation clinics for young girls who've been rescued from human trafficking. And we were actually in Ecuador near you, Sprite, where we were working with indigenous rights, the Kofan people specifically, and as well as learning about the environmental and humanitarian impact of the oil spills that have happened over the last couple of decades in Ecuador, and starting to take some personal responsibility for what's happening there as well. So my life was very much in the humanitarian realm, lots of international airports and public speaking events, and was really this outward journey of trying to heal what was outside of me in an attempt to heal what was broken in myself. And so I've shifted recently from a more kind of outward way of being and creating and attempting to heal to really cultivating the strength to look at the holes in my own self. And so working to help women become more whole, to use the practices of yoga to dive more deeply into spirituality, so that there's this wholeness and intention and sustainability when we're looking at humanitarian service. So that's kind of how it comes together. Yeah.
So thank you for being the example and the role model of what you teach, and that's very important. And being as busy as you are, and I know right now you're also working on a maternity clinic there, and so being as busy as you are, what was it that called you to be a part of the Waterbearers, and what does that mean to you?
Well, to be completely honest, Fred, I was really inspired by you and learning more about what it is that you're doing. I've kind of taken a step back from a more active humanitarian role. I've become more like a bridge and a philanthropist, kind of developing resources on my end and offering it, but kind of have gotten out of the work of hands-on humanitarian work. And so for me, it's a matter of finding organizations and people that I really believe in that are manifesting their work in a very conscious way. And so when you brought it to me, it's an effort of women coming together. It's a Shakti Rising. It's women standing up for other women. It was an opportunity for me to feel like I was a part of what you were doing, which was wonderful. And it's simple for me. I can share my platform, I can share my story, I can share my passion, and good things happen for other people as a result of me, just sharing. And so it felt like an easy way for me to spend a small amount of time, small amount of effort, but to have a really profound impact. So that's really what brought me on board.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I can just tell everybody that, some of the filters that you are going to be contributing to through Adi's campaign here actually might end up in Ecuador, because our very first program that we're going to be doing as far as the distribution team is in the Amazon, the Ecuador Amazon. So going right back to where you were, and we're actually going to be there World Water Day. So yeah, so going right.
And we use the Sawyer filters. That's how we have clean water. We use the Sawyer filter in our own home.
Right.
And it was wonderful. And being in Ecuador and seeing the environmental impact of the oil spills, and even the issue with the rainwater being contaminated because of how it cycles back into the atmosphere, and the impact that that's having, where the local people aren't able to use the plants they were once able to use because it's new diseases they haven't seen before. And it's very, very complicated, specifically in that region, and so important. And I'm blessed to be, aware of, it's a blessing and a curse, I guess, but to be aware a lot of the social justice issues and what's happening, and the access to clean water. I mean, it's so incredibly important, and so foundational and basic for, get the body healthy. And from that place, the higher spiritual realms are available after that. So it's step one. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So I would love for you, and your beautiful heart and the wisdom that you hold in your being, if you had a little wisdom nugget that you could share with the people that are listening to support them in living their greatest life, their most joyous space, what would that be?
I would say that you are big, you are powerful, you are beautiful, you are intelligent, you are strong, and you are whatever it is that you decide that you want to be. And so cultivating mindfulness and putting power behind how you allow yourself to talk to yourself really is the only limit that you have in creating whatever life it is that you're hoping to manifest for yourself. So, yeah.
All right, sister. And so that is beautiful wisdom. And thank you so much. So if you would love to support Adi Shakti's campaign, you can do so at thewaterbearers.org/fundraise. And you can also come and lead a team, and you can also come and donate and be a part of this incredible movement of women, water, and wisdom. Thank you.
Thank you, Sprite.
Namaste.